make you do wrong.
Well, hello, this is Kennedy Brown, and it's time for us to find the message in the music. Do you hear what I hear? Now, in the background, you hear Al Green singing so soulfully, and I'm commenting on this per request. My little place is Quita. Okay, so we all know the tragedy that happened with Al and Mary Woodson White, so we're not going to talk about that. But what I'm going to talk about is that how this man in this song gave this woman so many mixed signals that I could see how one would flip. Okay, now right here, when he meets her, all he's doing is in her face singing about some love and happiness, we're going to be together, you know. So, you know, he had a 6-figure salary, and, you know, he was an airline pilot. This is back in the 70s. Now, I'm giving them all new names and new occupations, okay, because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to put the Reverend Al Green into this. So what I'm saying, okay, so the guy's name is Andre. I'm sorry, BFF, I got you. I'm sorry. Anyway, his name is Andre, and Andre happens to be invited to a cookout with his co-pilot. His co-pilot, let's say his co-pilot's name is Cal. Okay, so Brenda is Cal's cousin. So he introduces her to Andre. You know, he's not thinking anything gonna pop off on it and everything. As a matter of fact, he knows damn well nothing's gonna pop off on it. But, you know, he's wrong. So, you know, he notices that she extends her stay for like 3 weeks. He also notices that she's not staying at their house any longer. So he knows she doesn't have any money for a motel. Hell, she came from Kentucky. Okay, she didn't have any money for a motel. So he found out that she was, you know, messing around with Andre. So, you know, he didn't say anything at first until this fool decided that she and Andre were going to get married. So Andre came out, you know, she said, well, if you're not going to marry me, I'm leaving. So Andre, you know, he didn't want to be with her, but he didn't necessarily want her to leave, you know, not until he got ready to leave, you know, and go on another flight or something. You know, she was his plaything, and, you know, he was going to get his money's worth out of her. So he was like, you know, she'll believe anything. So that's when he started singing to her, let's stay together. Let's stay together. First he saw love and happiness, now Andre's talking about some let's stay together. So she does stay. So when he gets ready to leave, you know, he's like, this woman lied to me. She's, you know, her income is supposed to match mine, and I've been paying for everything since she's been here. So I don't know what's going on. So, you know, I'm going to see if her cousin Cal will intervene, because I got to get this help out of my house, because she's 3 o'clock crazy. I mean, cuckoo. So, you know, and then when she was hurt and everything, because, you know, I don't know what Cal said to her, but she told Andre she was going home to Kentucky. But what she did was go there and close out her life and came right back to Andre. Andre wasn't having it, but she told him she didn't have any place else to go. So he told her, well, you know, I'm going to be flying out, so, you know, you got a few days, you can get yourself some place to go until I get back. So, you know, she was like, oh, cool. So she thought she was going to play the okie doke. You know, she thought she was going to put that whippoorwill on him. But, you know, he had a headache. He wanted to just lay down before he had to fly out. So she stayed there like a dummy. So he's expressing what's going on to Cal. When Cal alerts him that Brenda has a whole family in Kentucky, a husband and 4 kids. So when he gets back home, she's, you know, think that he's going to come home and say, let's get married today. But he's there to say, back up train. And that's when the it hits the fan. Or should I say the grits hit the skin. I ain't going to call no names, but I'm saying this. Brenda tries to shoot herself and misses, and then successfully shoots herself after she's scalded this man. Now, I'm not saying he should have killed her, but I understand. And I'm mad as hell because back then, you know, what are you doing? My grandfather couldn't even get $11 worth of food stamps, and you're throwing away hot grits on a damn man who could afford any damn breakfast he wants. This has been Kennedy Brown. Marquita, I hope you like this, baby. I love you. Bye-bye.